Karen ordered my ambulance towed. She didn't know I was treating a dying child. I wasn't even supposed to be on shift that morning. My partner had called in sick, and I volunteered to cover just another Saturday in Fairhaven Meadows, a suburb that tries too hard to be a gated community without the gates or the decency. I'm Harper James, 29, lead EMT for Fulton County. I've worked cardiac arrests in gas station bathrooms and delivered babies on the floor of a moving car. Nothing prepares you for those moments. You just breathe, lock in, and move. But nothing prepared me for the day a fake HOA president tried to tow my ambulance. While I was resuscitating a child, we got the call at 9:43 a.m. 2-year-old male, unconscious, blue lips, no pulse. I was behind the wheel, sirens on full, adrenaline sharp. We pulled up to a neat row of homes where the only thing louder than our engine was the silence on the lawn. I kicked the door open, grabbed the bag, and rushed inside. The parents were sobbing. I dropped to my knees and started compressions. 15 minutes passed in a blur. CPR, meds, airway support. When the toddler's chest finally rose on its own, the whole room exhaled. That's when I heard it, the beep, beep, beep of a reverse alarm. I ran to the front door and froze. A tow truck was backing toward our ambulance. A woman in a pastel vest and oversized sunglasses was waving a clipboard like a sword. "This vehicle is illegally parked," she barked. I stormed down the steps. "Ma'am, that's an emergency vehicle. We're in the middle of a pediatric call." "You can't block the fire lane," she shouted, ignoring the red sirens still flashing. "This is a private HOA. Vehicles must be cleared within 10 minutes. I stared at her. "Lady, I'm saving a child's life." She crossed her arms. "Then save it from your driveway." By then, a crowd had gathered. The parents came out, the child now stabilized and crying softly in the mother's arms. Karen didn't flinch. She turned to the tow driver. "Proceed." We gave her time. I stepped between the truck and my rig. "Touch that ambulance, and you're going to need your own." That's when the cops arrived. 2 officers, young, confused. They looked from me to Karen, trying to decode the madness. Karen shoved her clipboard at them. "She's obstructing emergency policy. This area is under HOA regulation." I handed them my ID, then pointed at the patch on my chest. "Lead EMT, on duty. Just revived a child inside that house." The younger officer stepped back. "You called this in?" Karen nodded. "She parked illegally. That's all that matters." "No." "Karen," I snapped, "a child almost died, and you wanted to enforce parking code." The father finally shouted, "She's the reason it took 10 minutes to get outside. She blocked the door." That's when the crowd turned. Phones went up. Neighbors started yelling. One woman shouted, "You've done this before." Another cried, "You tried to ticket a fire truck." Karen's smirk faded. What happened next wasn't on the news, but it did go viral. A local teenager posted a clip titled, "When HOA Karens Go Too Far," almost towed an ambulance with a baby. Inside 2 million views in a weekend. An official complaint was filed through the county health department. I was called in to testify. The tow company dropped Karen as a client. Turns out she'd submitted fake emergency parking violation forms for years claiming HOA powers she never legally held. We discovered she'd created her own HOA citations in Photoshop. She'd been charging neighbors $50 to approve new mailboxes, harassing teenagers, threatening veterans, all fake, all under the illusion of suburban control. The county issued a cease and desist. Karen was charged with impersonating an official, obstruction of emergency personnel, and reckless endangerment of a minor. She took a plea deal, 6 months probation, a $10,000 fine, and a restraining order from every EMT station in the county. But what really changed was the neighborhood. People stopped looking away. They showed up at council meetings, voted in real community leaders, organized CPR classes, erected new signage, emergency vehicles. Welcome, no exceptions. And me, I was invited back for a ceremony. The child I saved, his name's Milo. He gave me a drawing, me holding his hand next to an ambulance. I hung it above my desk. They say HOA power is about order, but sometimes it becomes a mask for control, for prejudice, for petty cruelty. And when that mask slips, we see the truth. Not all heroes wear capes, but you can bet we'll keep wearing our patches. The end.